How to create a multilingual WordPress site with WPML. You want to make your website available in multiple languages. By default, WordPress does not come with feature required to create a proper multilingual site. That's why in this tutorial we will show you how to create a multilingual WordPress site with the popular WPML plugin. How to create a multilingual WordPress site using WPML. You can use WordPress in any language that you want. It is super easy to create a website in any single language. Most popular WordPress theme and plugins are also translation ready, which makes it easy for anyone in the world to start a WordPress site in their languages. However, by default, WordPress can support only one language at a time. What if you wanted to use multiple languages on a site to attach a much wider audience? Governments, international businesses, and educational institutes often need to offer their websites in multiple languages. While machine translations like Google Translate is an option, it's often not acceptable for most professional organizations. One way to offer multiple languages option is to install WordPress in subdomains for each language. This is a lot of hassle and you will have to manage updates and back up all those installations. WPML WordPress Multilingual Plugin solves the problem by allowing your website to become multilingual. You can use the same WordPress installation to create content into many different languages. It offers an easy-to-use interface for managing translation. It also adds languages switching option for your users. Having said that, let's see how you can create a multilingual WordPress website with WPML in a minute. Creating a multilingual WordPress site with WPML. First thing, you need to install and activate WPML WordPress Multi-Language plugin. For more details, see our step-by-step guide on how to install a WordPress plugin. How to install WordPress plugin step-by-step for beginners. After installing WordPress, the first thing every beginner needs to learn is how to install a WordPress plugin. In simple words, plugins are like apps for your WordPress website. They allow you to add new features to WordPress like a contact form, slideshow, shopping carts, and more. There are thousands of free and paid plugins available for WordPress. In this step-by-step guide, we will show you how to install a WordPress plugin. Before you start, if you are using WordPress.com, then you cannot install this plugin. We can often get complaints from users saying that they can't see the plugins menu in the WordPress dashboard. It is because are using WordPress.com, which has its limitations. You can install plugins on WordPress.com unless you upgrade to their business's plan. On the other hand, you can install any plugin you want on your self-hosted WordPress.org website right out of the box. See the differences between self-hosted WordPress.org versus WordPress.com. If you want to switch from WordPress.com to WordPress.org, then read the tutorial on how to properly move from WordPress.com to WordPress.org. That being said, now let's take a look at how to install WordPress plugin on your website. How to install WordPress plugin. To make it easy, we have created However, if you just want to follow text instructions, then you can follow our step-by-step tutorial on how to install a WordPress plugin. We can cover all three methods: installing a WordPress plugin using search, uploading a WordPress plugin, and manually installing a WordPress plugin using FTP. Ready? Let's get started. Install a plugin using WordPress plugin search. The easiest way of installing a WordPress plugin is to use the plugin search. The only downside of this option is that the plugin must be in the WordPress plugin directory, which is limited to only free plugins. First thing, you need to visit the plugin, add new page inside the WordPress admin area. You will see a screen like the one in the screenshot above. Find the plugin by typing the plugin name or the functionality you are looking for. After that, you will see a bunch of listings like example below. You can pick the plugin that is best for you. Since in our search we were looking for WP Forms, which is the best WordPress contact plugin. We'll click the Install Now button next to it. WordPress will now download and install the plugin for you. After this, you'll notice the Install Now button will change into Active button. A WordPress plugin can be installed on your site, but it will not work unless you activate it. So go ahead, click on the Activate button to start using that plugin on your WordPress site. That all, you have successfully installed your first WordPress plugin. The next step is configure the plugin setting. These settings will vary for each plugin, therefore we will not be covering that in this post.